Alright guys, today we're going to be looking at fuel control valves. They're what controls the gas going to the burners themselves. When we're checking these, we're checking both inrush gas pressure and output gas pressure. Inrush for natural gas systems should be right about 10 psi. That will be controlled by our regulator over here. But we'll check that guy first by turning power off slowly at the gas cock, taking our service wrench and removing the plug from the inrush side. We'll take our manometer tube, thread it in there finger tight, plug it into our manometer, and then open slowly the gas cock. If there was propane to this, this would be reading our inrush gas pressure. What that tells us is whether this guy's doing its job or not. If pressure is too high or too low, you can address that inside of the cap on here with a flathead screwdriver. If it's not adjusting properly, obviously they'll need a new one of these. Their lifespan is somewhere around 5 to 7 years. But from there, we'll have our gas pressure off, take our hose off, and put the plug back in. Again, you just want it, tight, but you don't want to crank down on it, otherwise it's going to strip when you try to pull it out next time. On our output side, again, we're going to leave gas pressure off for now. Open this side up. Again, put our handy dandy manometer tube on there. Connect it to our manometer. Oop. And zero it out. Turn gas pressure back on slowly. And then you'll run the system through its order of operations. Our inducer motor will come on. It'll do a safety check. The igniter will heat up. When that reaches temperature, our fuel control valve will open, and sending gas to the burners and causing ignition. But we'll be able to read that output gas pressure. And again, if that's too high or low, we can take our flathead screwdriver, take the cap off of here. Don't lose those. And adjust it to where it needs to be. If it's, again, not adjusting, probably need a new fuel control valve. But then, closing things up, we'll kill power to the unit, turn gas off, remove our tools, and put the plug back in. You'll notice as I go through this, I keep telling you to open and close the gas cock slowly. If we just slam it open, we're putting all of the gas pressure coming into the house on the back end of that regulator, which can cause it to fail prematurely. What I usually do after I check this gas valve is go through and look for gas leaks in the system. I'll pull out my gas leak detector. There's no gas here, so I'm not going to subject you to the awful beeping noise it makes. But I'll go through each of the joints and connections, the ones I just opened for inlet and output, all of the connections on the black iron. I'll check around this vent on the regulator too. The way these work is there's a rubber diaphragm in here with a spring on top of it to set the maximum pressure. If I'm ever getting gas coming out of here, it means that the rubber diaphragm in here is cracked and that this has failed. But I'll take as far back as I can go with my gas leak detector and check all of the joints.